What's going on, YouTube? I want to talk about briefly 3 relevant websites where people can quit their office job, quit their on-site job, that 9 to 5 strict sort of mentality, and pivot into something a little bit more flexible, a little bit less stressful, get into a situation where there's part-time, full-time contract to where they can buy back time, fund your life on the side to ultimately fuel your life after work. You should be working to live, not living to work. So I want to talk about 3 websites here real briefly where people are hiring, looking for value assets and individuals who want flexibility as well as a nice paycheck. If you guys found this video, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit a like for me before we get started, and we'll get right into it. So the first website I want to talk about is We Work Remotely. It is a leader in the work from home, fully remote space, as in a platform to allow individuals like yourselves looking for a change, looking to have some sort of flexibility, have a better work-life balance while still making decent money. It gives people those options to look for that. Almost 38,000 jobs posted to date. And there's over 6 million users who've applied and found themselves a key job. Thousands of jobs where you can work anywhere in the world. So this is not just remote within the US or remote within a certain country. You can get hired from different countries and work wherever you want. If you guys are looking to do some sort of traveling or get into more vacations, working remotely outside the States is something for you. So check out We Work Remotely. These websites that I talk about will be in the description, and I'll talk about something I want to share at the end of this video. We'll get into website number 2. This is more so for the ladies, women who are looking to be influential in their household from an income standpoint, independent women who are looking to get back in the workforce. There's actually a platform for women-only candidates as far as getting a remote job. The website is called Remote Women, simply as that. A 32-year-old woman started that platform. They basically are a third-party service to different providers in recruitment, direct companies to hiring women who are looking to be an asset in the workforce. There's been 4,000 jobs posted to date, a little over 1 million views or impressions over all the jobs posted on the Remote Women website. There's a lot of earning potential for women here. I've seen a lot of postings where women can go ahead and start making over $100,000 a year, Remote Women. So check that out. That is going to be our number 2 website. The third and last website I want to briefly discuss is remote.co. You guys may have heard about it. You guys may have not. This website or platform has over 100,000 postings to date, and you can look and also apply all for free off of that initial 100,000 jobs. Now, those 100,000 jobs will be both remote within a region or remote within a country to fully remote. Again, different categories of job types, part-time, full-time, seasonal. You just have to look based on the industry and the location of the company or the location of where you're allowed to work. You can do a filter, and what I did last night is I just filtered all 100% fully remote jobs. Basically, have a computer, phone, internet, can work anywhere in the world. I did that filter, and there's 48,000 jobs off of that initial 100,000 jobs that you guys can look at all for free. So that's pretty cool. That's why I like remote.co. You can filter and specify niche, your pay, where, when you want to work. You have a plethora of options, guys. Project development, management, construction, administration, business, things of that nature. The thing that remote.co kind of stands out is I've seen over 6,000 postings, because I filtered it, over 6,000 postings where it is entry level. So little to no education, come in, if you're a student, if you're teachable, you come in and start doing a job, fully remote, work anywhere you want, making decent money to start. A lot of you guys who are looking at this video is probably looking to pivot out of an industry to a new industry. So that experience is going to be lacking, the education may be lacking, but guys, like remote.co has, there's a lot of options to where you can come in and start doing another job. Now, when you get into a job, I'm not going to say that it may be exactly what you're looking for, but a lot of these entry jobs may require you to be on site or in a hybrid situation, anywhere from 2 weeks to like 3 or 4 months to get trained, and then you could be remote or fully remote. I've seen a lot of that even in my experience. Just because you see 100% remote job, and this is for all jobs on any platforms or websites, doesn't mean day one you will be working from your bed, working from the living room, working from a apartment, airport, wherever you want to work. Just adding that caveat. You may have to do some training, go through some logistics, and then after kind of like a probationary time, you can work. So that's just not for remote.co. That's just for all companies looking to hire in a remote type of setting. You can actually sign up and get into a subscription with the platform paying $24 a month. Why would you do that, right? If I said you could initially look at 100,000 plus jobs for free, well, if you sign up, you get another 100,000 jobs open up to you. That's around 220,000 plus jobs at your fingertips. You don't even have to look at the other two websites. You could just spend all your time on just this platform, and $24 a month for a couple months. If you hone in and are looking to put out 1,000 applications, you have over 200,000 different jobs. And again, if your industry, or if you're trying to be disciplined in one industry, right, you're not going to apply to most jobs anyway. But I would suggest, applying to, 2 or 3 different industries, especially if they can cross-vet a little bit. You're going to get more heightened return in volume from employers looking to want to at least screen you, if not interview you, and then hopefully give you an offer. Check out remote.co. I really like that website. I like what it offers. You can look at hundreds of thousands of different jobs for free. If you want to tap in for something more premium, you can double that. Ultimately, the goal of this, guys, to land you guys a job fast as possible where you can work remotely. That is the goal, and that is the mission, to buy back time, to shift that work-life balance more to living, work to live. Time is our greatest asset. It's our best value, and it only goes, never comes back. So even if you're on a job, for a month, you spent a month on a job, you want to pivot, this is why I want to talk to you guys. It's good to know your options. Flexible in life, especially in a time where American economy is pretty volatile, it's pretty fragile. You want to know your options. You want to be able to know how to pivot from job A to job B. Job loyalty is not there anymore. Job security is not there anymore. If you're going to work, why not make it make sense to you? Still get paid decently, still pay your bills, still do some savings, but be able to be there more for your kids, be able to be there more for your spouse, get back into the gym, live a little bit more for you while still contributing to the economy. Guys, these are the 3 websites that I briefly went over. I want to quickly discuss this product. Finally made a ebook discussing what I just briefly talked about. In the ebook, it is 10 plus websites / platforms with over 10 million different postings, right? Between all those platforms, 10 million postings, guys, which is insanity, right? Where you guys can go in and hopefully land you a remote job, full-time, part-time contract. I'll leave it up to you, but you could be working remote to fully remote within the next 6 to 12 months. If you check out my ebook, I have the link in the description. It'll also be in my bio on the channel. So I'm really, really excited to start promoting that and have you guys kind of hone in onto what I've been talking about over the last couple of weeks, and to get more into detail on what I discussed here. Let me know in the comments if you're looking for more information or details, if you have problems with checking that ebook out. I'm excited just for you guys to kind of pivot. In the last couple of months, I would say, with living abroad, a lot of people are like, well, what do you do for work? How do you get a job? This and that. I kind of want to just briefly talk about your options, right? And this is for being in healthcare and telecom and business and digital marketing and human resources. No matter what job you're in, guys, I'm providing you 10 plus platforms that has over 10 million job postings where you guys can check it out. Don't matter your age, don't matter your experiences, right? You can start making $20,000 a year up to $350,000 a year at some of these jobs. We want to buy back our time as much as possible. The goal is to enrich ourselves in other ways, which is our time, which is our health, which is our peace. But we can't get caught up in working or overworking and being undervalued in our time. Our time is our best asset. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send me an email You can also set up a consultation with me on my website for 15, 30 minutes, 60 minutes to get into the details of what you're going through from a business standpoint or your personal standpoint, especially at a means of transitioning out from kind of that 9 to 5 mentality, rat race mentality, to be able to work remotely and take some of that control back. Still working, but you can work wherever you want, whenever you want. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub, hit the like button, drop a comment if I said something great, and if I didn't, challenge me. We're all here to grow. As always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.